Watia. Makomendi.
Agutinda magitheki andu. Makiraka njokuo muthenya anga ni mendete gikeno muno andu acio.
Nikuhuna.
Nikuhuna ithiti ku ndirauga.
Oti jogile kwa uozi. Manje ya kutheka kuma manje ya kutheka kuma la nyanya nginya dinasara.
Maja gukena kuma thenya nginya dinasara. From 2 to 6. Kucheka tu. Kwa hivyo umejua hiyo ni games.
Makara jugu kidogo.
Kwanza idhaa ria 6 ri. Ni urameigua. So shout out to everyone in the comments. Each one teach one. And let's have some inner. Okay? Let's have some inner. Okay? That is why a lot of the songs, gospel songs, will be on that frequency. Inai hosana, inai hosana. It always has to be that inner, in the beginning. You are going in something. You're always going into an egg. You're always going into an experience. So now, the world has shifted. AKA, when they talk of a new world, they are not talking of a new whole other world. They are talking of the same world we are in. Okay? But then, what we get is a split. A timeline split. So you'll be on the same world, you are going to meet the same people, you are going to meet the same situations and circumstances based on the 3D. However, you will not be on the same timeline. Okay? The world is now operating on a 5D. So a lot of the things that were in the 3D can no longer work. That word is gone. That generation is gone. In Kikuyu muga na ituika riu nirikinyite. Nituthiete matuika he kwe ituika nini, aka we have mini jubilees and we have major jubilees. Okay? As a sixth dimensional root is now operating on the 5D, because you're always under. So you'll be on 5D, but you're already 6-dimensional beings. Okay? So a lot of people don't even understand what is happening around. So we are talking about the old earth and the new earth. Now, when you come to the ages, what you are calling the Plutos, aka Pluto in Sagittarius, Gen Z, Pluto in Scorpio, Millennials, Pluto in Libra, baby boomers. Okay, so each alignment, each placement of Pluto, each of that alignment brings a whole new generation of how we think as a collective, from the micro to the macro, all the way to even you are now even having GMO. Because even the world itself, Earth itself, is evolving. So even when we are speaking against, you'll be speaking against GMO, you are speaking against, what do you call them? Genetic, the new world has already happened. Now, a lot of your mothers, the reason they cannot even understand the Gen Zs, are not going to go into that program. By default, they cannot operate on that new system. It's a firmware update. So a lot of your mothers, by default, even when they can see that the legion has fallen, even when they can see not the legion falling, pay attention. The legion is not falling. The legion will always be there. We will never have, and this is the only time I can use never, there will always be some type of government in place. Okay, that's a frequency, that's an energy, governance. How you use that frequency though is what determines the polarity that you are getting from this. Is about polarities. Shout out to Akai Becker, von Benjamin. If you listen to their album by Midnight, they have a song called, I actually, it's the album that is called Polarities. You know, and so we've been having walking angels, but people don't know how to recognize angels, even when they come in the flesh, aka, even if Jesus came with his sandals and slapped you on the face, you wouldn't say it is him, since you already don't even know what he is. You don't know whether to admit he's white. You don't want to whether to admit he was black. You know, you don't know whether to decide hair like wool. You don't want to decide the lamb of the road. You know, so you are still you don't have your own identity. So you wouldn't even know if Jesus came and slapped you in the face. Hey, I'm Jesus. You still be like, oh no, you know he's white. Oh no. If he came and he was white, you'd be like, no, my Jesus is black. He has hair of wool. You have not even evolved from that first. Before to Balisan, I'm evolved from that. Okay. So, and these are people now in religion. So, religion is not falling. Religion is evolving. I'll say that again. Religion is not falling, because religion is the government. The covenant means government. Religion is evolving. AKA, religion today is allowing those colors. So, it's not that religion can help you in any way. No, religion is the government. So if the government adapts same sex and all these to follow suit. So religion is not fallen. It's not the end of days. It's the end of the days, aka is the end of that old world. Because now you can see your mothers going to church na wanatukano, hizi mashilingi mnaleta hapa na bado kitabu inasema ile kitu yako kidogo Mungu atapokea. So your parents are confused because they can't believe that the church has become this monster. The church is marrying same-sex people. The church the church leaders are on TikTok, you know, begging for nudes and all that drama. So those parents cannot cope with the new world because they were being left by the firmware update. So shout out to yourself, especially if you're watching me. You can't be watching my channel unless you are on that frequency also. Okay, there's no way you'd even get to hear what I'm saying or see me if you are not on that frequency also. So give yourself a shout out. Now, the rest you can keep moving, okay, you can keep scrolling, you know, you can keep, you know, you can, hi, hello, yeah, we are here, ciao, turus, you know, keep going. So, the firmware update is one of the obstacles why your parents cannot even see you eye to eye. Okay? Because this is what is happening now. This is now what you call, I don't know if you have watched a movie that talks about what you call timeline splits. So when you're watching a movie and they show you timeline splits, they show you someone existing on different timelines, because this is how you exist wherever. You are a multi-dimensional being. You are existing here and you are existing in other realms, in other shapes and forms of yourself. AKA, if you want me to come even lower, inside yourself, there are cells that have to work together to make you. So those cells are mini-yous, altered carbon. Those are your mini-yous, your 5,000 witnesses that witness you when you move over, or when you transform, or when you die. AKA, if you are to die right now, dying is beautiful, it's birth. As your spirit rises, okay, that little light of mine, I'm going to make it shine. When that light is rising, aka it's now light of this world, light as in weight. Okay, light as in weight. Ni utheri. Utheri means nothing. Utheri means it's empty. Utheri does not mean light, what you see. Utheri is empty. Utheri means I have nothing. It's light as in weight, like light in density. It's almost nothing. So when you are nothing is rising, your sun, your Jesus, your Christ consciousness, your light. When it's rising, there are many parts of your body that are still alive. When someone dies, before rigor mortis sets in, before they become stiff, they cannot move. There are still cells within their bodies that are still alive. You get it? Digestion is still taking place, aka the 5,000 witnesses have not yet realized that the sun is gone. Their Christ has risen. They are not yet aware that their Christ has risen, become light, shed that. Those becomes memories, okay? Those becomes descended thoughts and feelings, thought forms that other spirits can jump into experience. That is even why when something dies, a lot of things have to feed from that thing. You have flies coming, bugs coming, ants coming, until that, because those are many that thing. So to them, that is like eating the sun. Okay? And this is even why, this is even how people came up with the idea of let's do rituals that involve someone is practicing witchcraft on me right now, okay? On my throat chakra, okay? So don't think that we don't know, okay? Don't think that we don't know. And you don't want to be practicing that kind of weak magic. Truly, truly, to be really honest, you don't. That's very weak magic. So keep it to yourself, okay? It's very ritual magic here. Keep it to yourself. I give you grace. Now, what happens is, as your demon is calling me. Okay. So what happens is, as your Christ is rising, those cells that are not yet dead, I mean, your nails can still continue to grow. Your hair still grows even when you are dead. Those are the 5,000 witnesses that they are talking about in the Bible who will be witnessing the Christ rising. Okay? Your mini cells, your cell within cells, your descendants from the Amudhimo. Now, few people will hear the trumpet, says the Bible. AKA, if it does not resonate with you, you keep it moving. Si ati itakuwa ati ni trumpet ati kila mtu atasikia. Ni kila, every ear shall hear. But aita resonate. AKA, people can come to this live and not get nothing. They will get it cannot even go to their ears. They cannot even hear a single word. So they are not ready for the trumpet. Okay? Every knee shall bow, every ear shall, everybody at their own time. So awakening is for each person at their own time. It's not for everyone at the same time. So now, if it does not resonate with you, your ears, you are still in the old earth. Okay? It's called a timeline split. So everything is here, but not here. AKA, in other dimensions, because you're a multi-dimensional being, that is why when you go to bed, you travel places where you are flying in your dreams. Unakuja unatuambia, nilikuwa na fly, nilikuwa nimebeba farasi, tukaenda, you know, those are, that is just an example. You have so many that you can jump into. Now, those timelines are here, but they are not here, aka they thrive on polarities. What do I mean? Male and female, Adam and Eve, Ikuyu and Mumbi, salt and pepper, aka extremes, polarities. Okay? So the old world that was there was making us very sick. It was making everybody very sick. Okay? That was a culmination as a collective. Do I need to say that again? The old world that was shedding, that we are outgrowing, had gotten so sick. The collective had gotten so sick, it had made us so sick as a collective because we were trying to escape the matrix. Okay? Because we were about to escape the matrix. I'm turning the camera like that because someone is practicing witchcraft on me. Okay? So that's why I'm turning the camera. Where is this camera? Someone is practicing witchcraft on me. Someone who's watching. Okay, and I'm trying to give you grace because I don't want to go into your world right now. Lakini naona tusikizani. So hivyo mtasoma mkiangalia na huko. Okay? Anafanya weak magic. So what they are doing is that wamewacha jiko. Hiyo jiko wameweka makaa na mavirushi fulani, alafu wanapepea hiyo jiko, nikiongea hiyo moshi inaenda sasa kwa picha yangu. Weak magic. So now all I have to do is you don't have to see my face and your magic is done. Unaona venye yenyu ni weak, imagine hiyo tu. Magic ya kioo. Sasa magic ya kioo. Tushatoka huko bana. Tume upgrade. Okay? That energy is gone. So now that old Gaia or earth means that as much as the people are trying to escape the matrix, that matrix is only going to get louder. Okay? That matrix is only going to get louder. AKA, when you read the World Economic Program and their Vision 2030, AKA Build Back Better, all those things wamepanga hapo za pain, okay? They are just going to get louder. But as those polarities, kumbuka venye tumesema maneno ya polarities, salt and pepper, Adam and Eve, masculine and feminine, as that gets louder, aka as this matrix becomes louder. What do I mean by becoming louder? As more and more people are trying to escape the matrix, as more and more people are waking up to nanyanyaswa, iangalia like that, as more and more people are like, no, we cannot allow any more laws or bills to be passed on us because our grandfathers had bills hazikuwasaidia. Wakati wa Moi kulikuwa na bills hazikuwasaidia. Your grandfather voted, nothing changed. Your great grandfather raped and pirated, nothing changed. So that matrix is only getting louder. So as the people trying to escape is getting louder. But as that polarity is getting louder now, it also means that the new world polarities are getting louder. So the awakened are moving fully into the 5D. And by the time we get to 2027, that is when we are going to have like an amplification of all that energy, 2027. So hapo ndio sasa mpaka currency itachange vizuri sana. Around that time, utaona currency imeingia sasa digital vizuri sana. Una get? But you and me, we are aware. And if you are aware, you are being called to activate your receptors. Okay? You are being called to raise your vibration. Because remember, it's like a frequency you are tuning into. So in short, timelines are infinite realities. What do I mean? In this world, you say we have 8 billion people. That is what you say. You say we are 8 billion. So that means we have 8 billion realities. Zenye tunajua peke yake ni 8 billion. AKA, each of those people can give you a different version of what they can see right now, where they are. hata kama tuko sisi wote hapa, even if all of us are watching this live, we are on different realities which are infinite, because from those realities they can go anywhere. You get it? So we are multidimensional beings, but they don't want you to know that, because if you know that, then you know that you can create a life. If you can heal your own bodies, you can co-create a life, aka just like gods, the gods you are, you can create life, new life, nothing seen before, a tree that has never been seen before. Okay? Your own creation, you can create a life on this reality. So they cannot allow people to know that. Remember, you are imprisoned here. This is prison. This is hell. We all fell. So we are all imprisoned here. But at the same time, there are infinite timelines where, right, you, the one you are watching me, there are other timelines where you are a tycoon. There are other timelines where you are the richest. There are other timelines where you are the poorest. There are other timelines where you are in love with the best person of your life. There are other timelines where those are timelines. Nothing is fixed. So they don't want you to know that, because if you know that, you are going to know that nothing is fixed. Those timelines you can jump into. You can change your past. You can change your future. You can jump into timelines. You can co-create a life. Okay? We have a timeline split. But the old generation will never know this. The millennials, they will never know this. Okay? This is an energy that you can tune to. But the Gen Z are being born into that energy. The old is totally gone. So the Gen Z cannot understand the old at all. That is a firmware. Hawawezi fathom, wanashindwa ai, hawa watu sasa ni nini hizo wanatuambia? Wanatuambia ati hapa kanisa, ni mugiro, sijui kunyitanaga nao, ni mugiro, agakuhikia kazi ni mugiro. So the Gen Z wanaangalia hizi mugiro, alafu wanaangalia wanaona the world we are in ni ya only funds. The only way tunaweza omoka hapa ni only funds. Hakuna kitu tumepata hapa, tumepata poverty, hakuna land. Kikuyus, you have no land, you have no money, you have no skyscrapers with your names on top. Nikienda tao nakutana na afya center, sijai kukutana na Jogona center. Nasikianga Times Towers, sijai sikia Kenyanjui Towers. That is how you build monuments, roads named after you. You don't have that. I'm talking about the Kikuyus, I'm talking about the whole Wanjiku. You, the people on the ground. Because unless you wake up and see that you're repeating the same Egyptian minds, slave mind, yeah, Egypt, Pan-Africanism, whereby you think that the leaders you have in charge are going to help you in any way, shape or form. These were the same people buried in pyramids with their cats. They were rulers and they were ruling people like you. The people who are building the pyramids, it is you who are building the economy. The pharaohs are the presidents who are in charge of you and their rulership and their askaris, soldiers and gatekeepers. Okay? Each and every country has got their own pyramid. Understand that. The pyramid doesn't have to look like a pyramid based on your geographical location. You can have an obelisk. Wake up. You are not free. You are still under spells. This is mental alchemy. This is spiritual warfare. This is spiritual terrorism. The actual people who are actually terrorizing your spirits. So the old is totally gone. So that means your gifts, if you're watching me, your gifts or your purpose can be activated. They don't need to be taught to you. I don't need to teach you anything. I don't need to remind you anything. Those gifts and your purpose can be activated. All you have to do is balance yourself. And learn. We are moving to a new energy. We are moving into the AI. We are now working with bots. Even the people watching you, you can't even tell if they are people or bots. You don't even know whether you're interacting with a real manager when you're chatting with someone. You don't even know whether you are talking to a real person when you're talking to a customer care. We're in the age of AI. The old energy is gone. We are moving into a new energy. So the old teachings won't work. That is why religion is falling. That is why the pastors are in churches and at night they are only fans. At night wako TikTok, wakibeg. During the day they are your pastors. During the night they are drinking. During the day they are your pastors. During the day wanatukanana wakorino na viremba shamelessly. During the day they are your elders. During the day they are the same people who are doing these things on you. During the day these are your sages. These are your mundomogo. They are still the same people. They are nyamas. Spirit eats spirit. Remember that. So understand that even the law of attraction has to change. It was working in the back then. It can no longer work now. So the books you are reading now, the power of now, the law of attraction, that can no longer work. Because that was working on a 3D mind. The 3D mind is the thought mind alone. But now we are on the 5D, which moves more with the heart, or the solar plexus, or the creative. That is why unaona creatives wakijitokea. It's called the creative juice. Si ati ni creatives all of a sudden tumekuwa. No, it's because we're in the 5D. We're operating from the heart. We are operating from the solar plexus. So whoever is making a content inakuguza roho, you feel like they belong to you. You feel like you can resonate. You feel like it's your story. That is 5D energy, heart and solar plexus. So whatever advice that you have been getting from the 3D can no longer work. So now, in the 5D, and this is the main message for this message, this is the only reason for this message actually now. So I'm here to advise you this, that whatever you have been called to do, let me turn the camera now. Let me give you a message. That is why we only have 10 people watching. This is not for everyone. How do you flip the camera? Nice. There you are. Now, listen, okay? The world we are in right now, I've told you you're in the 5D. So we are operating from the heart and solar plexus. This is the creative juice. That is why you have creators. That is the creative juice that you have, the 5D, the heart and solar plexus. Ndio unaona kuna creators. Unasikia, hey, we are any content creator. It's spiritual. You have to understand. We're in the 5D. Now, whatever advice that you are getting in the back can no longer support you. When it comes to marriage, dowry, that can no longer support you. That is gone. That is old. That is outdated. You have to come up to a new thing, a new way of relating. Ndio unaona even this Gen Z, they are like, we are siblings, we are going to open an OnlyFans account and it's going to make us money. And there's nothing wrong with that because we're in a new world. Okay? The old world is gone. Because this is what is happening. Now, for them, it's happening in a kind of like, no demonic way, because it's just that they are lost in their desires. That is just what it means. When you are demonic, you are lost into your desires. And when their desires are where they are still in a world where unless they get money, they don't know any other thing. Unless they go to those lands to create an OnlyFans, to get money, to maintain a lifestyle that's going to make them plan for that world, they are willing to do whatever they want to do. And they can do whatever they want to do with their organs, as long as it is serving them, okay? Thou shalt not cast stones. Now, so the new world, what you are calling the new activations, okay, for you now. Remember, these are like light flares that are shooting. So for me to give you an explanation, disco ball, okay? So when you go to a disco and they have a disco ball, ile inakuanga na lights zinazunguka, Remember, unaweza kuwa disco na ukose kuguzwa na light the whole night. Based on how that thing is rotating and where you are, the reflection, you can be, ulikuwa kwa hiyo club na usiguzwe na hiyo disco light at all. Not even a single light. It's possible, depending on how you are moving. Okay? Okay, so that is how the update looks like. So you have to, wewe mwenyewe, you have to choose to connect for the upgrade. When you're watching Avatar, you have to come, take your connection code, Avatar, in what you call the Matrix. You are disconnecting the code, so you are waking up like Neo. Neo just means the one, like Jet 3, okay? Or you, one, Neo, backwards. So, remember in Avatar, you have to connect the code to the tree of life. But you have to go to the tree of life and connect for that upgrade. You see, they show you everything in the movies. You're not supposed to wait. It's already here. You can already see it. Now, what you need to do now, you have to choose to connect. I don't know kama ni meditation utafanya. I don't know kama you are going to go on walks. I don't know what. You have to find a way to allow that nothingness come into you. Because these are like doorways that are opening. And you have to tap into these doorways because it's about to get louder. It's about to get louder. As this world splits, as the two timelines shift, this one will always be here. Even you will be, in the physical will be here. Okay, unless now you're not going to incarnate into this, you are going to carnate into something else. Maybe clouds or a moon or whatever you are going to become. That's on you. Whatever state of awareness your mind will be at that can resonate. So when you die, wherever you go, there you are. So as a memory, your memory is going to resonate to what will be in your memory after shedding. Okay, becoming light, as in weight. So step into the 5D. Okay, DNA. So I'm showing you the new world. If you don't know how to look at it or how to see it, so that you can see it. But remember what I said. The old world is getting louder. Sri Lanka, Kenya, around the world. So the protests are not just here. In France, walikuwa wanakunia jana. Yesterday walikuwa wameenda kukunia. Hakuna watu protest kama France. France, they protest. There's no single day there's no protest in France. They are born to protest. I think it is yesterday they were going to shit in their river. Ni kama tuseme Nairobi River ipeano mabillions ya kuyosha na isafishangu. You know what they have done? The Gen Z in France, they went wote walienda kukunia hiyo Nairobi River. Waliambia gava, mlishindwa kuclean hii and you want to hold Olympics hapa . Kwa hivyo hamtatuoshea river but mnaweza leta Olympics . So all of them wameenda wameshow jana. Walienda wakashow kwa hiyo river. Ndio hizo marathon zipite hapa. Sasa mtakimbiaje marathon? Watu wamekunia barabara mzima na ni kustrike. Yani watu wanakula, wanapanga kuenda kushow. Sijui unajua nyinyi hakuna demonstration mko nayo. Oh my God. You still have so much grace. Nyinyi hakuna maandamano, amjaipeleka fertilizer parliament. Watu wa exhauster hawajaipandishiwa taxes wakaenda na hizo exhauster wakamwaga hapo parliament. Wachieni Gen Z. Your energy is gone. That old world is gone. That old one of ego. Okay? So the universe now, the 5D, everyone is about now to embody the new frequency. Okay? And you'll be rewarded if you turn in, if you tap in. If you tap in. So you have to allow yourself to corroborate. You have to allow yourself to go with the new wave. Wachana kuoppose na Gen Z. We are in a new world. Okay? Relationship. New world. Okay? Our relationships have to change. I told you the other day. You have to define your own relationships now. It's not about your marriages being fixed, set. It's not about dowry. It's you define your own relationship now. Because the relationship of the new world, remember, the old world was run by ego. Again, it was about taking. Okay, that world, you had to be filled. You had to be fulfilled. Something had to be fulfilled. You had to be filled. Okay, you needed a husband to be complete. Nowadays, you have so many single ladies, and they're okay. You needed a wife to be complete. Now you have so many people, and we don't even worry them. We are like, Anna Bona, it's okay. Anna Bibi, it's okay. I'm a single lady, it's okay. I'm divorced, it's okay. So it's a new world. The old world was take, ego. Okay? But now, the new world that we are in now, you have to be filled within your own cup. It's different. This is why a lot of people are opting to stay alone. They don't want the drama. They don't want dating. They are like, no, let me first of all fulfill my own cup. The love, the new world we are in, the 5D, is about fulfilling your own cup. Okay? Before, you depended on some love from someone. Without someone, you felt like you are nothing. Okay? You craved to receive love. You would die for love. Because that world, no one taught you that you're supposed to connect to the universe. You can connect to the universe. You can connect to source to cultivate your heart awakening. There are so many people, when they go to nature, they are done. They are like me. I came, I found nature, I healed, and this is why I'm at. Okay? If you want to know that we have shifted from a very loud world, go to the comment section. Every day, if someone posts something, the first thing, what do? We run to the comments. Why do we run to the comments? We run to the comments because people are so mean in the comments. That is why, hey, put in the comments, because people, that is a physical representation of how mean we are. People are mean. People are sad. People are angry. Those are angry, sad hearts when you are mean on the comments. Okay, even when we do it, sometimes we also do it, you are mean, and then you realize, oh my God, this is just some demonic nature of mine. I'm about to fall down here. But now you are going to the divine union, okay, where the new relationships will be based on spiritual energy. A lot of people now want to connect with people who are on their level. Understanding that you have learned within yourself now. You have love within yourself. So you can heal, find love in yourself first before someone else loves you. So you cannot settle for less. You already know love. You know how to take care of self first. How can you take care of me if you cannot take care of yourself now? Are you going to fuck me if you can't fuck yourself? How is that even possible? How will the blind lead the blind now? Okay? So you have to do your own healing. You have learned within yourself. And then the secondary love will become your relationship. That becomes the secondary love, your relationship. That is the new world we are in now. Okay? So shout out to everyone in the comments, each one teach one. Imeisha. Ilikuwa tu niyo kidogo. Ino ni hithi njeru. Heart chakra. Wedo. We withanio. Community. We have to work together. Utiramakania kana wewe wamehirega kenda. Utiramakania kana wewe wa githuri kiama. Utiramakania kana wewe wa kiama kia maheni. Utiramakania hari uri. It doesn't matter where you are, whether you're in religion. As long as you are speaking the same language, we should be asking, now what? Now what? Not still fighting ati kanitha wako ati aga we na we kama magogona. Now hiyo yote imeisha. It's gone. Ino ni thi njeru. Thio yako yenda ni rathirire. That was based on ego. It was about taking. No kuoya. Indo ciothe no kuoya, kuoya. Now you're supposed to come together. Kuogana. Tuogane. Anyway, maybe it's too much for you. No, iru mutikeru kuruga une maundu mangi ni maritu tondu he maundu tangenda kuigua, he maundu ngirwo igua asa. Ai, ona ngo ni kuungana hau asa. Ai, tutingiungana hau twakega kuungana arafu riu. right we nĩwe kĩhĩnga, but most of you nĩ inyuĩ ihĩnga, mũihĩnga cia ituĩka, matuĩka nĩ inyuĩ mũra ndũkamenya rũa rũkĩrutwo nyama-inĩ, wakorwo ũgĩciria ũrĩo nyama-inĩ no we rũa-inĩ. Ũgĩthigithia njĩra no ũkore ngũha ciĩnyitĩrĩire rũa, nĩ rũangaga nĩ ngothi, yatuĩka ngothi, yatuĩka ngothi, atĩ citiramenya ĩrĩa nĩ ĩtuĩkire nyama, cio cirĩ nyitĩrĩirwo mũtang'o-inĩ haha, citiramenya nĩ ĩrĩa nĩ yathĩnjirwo, tondũ citirĩ cirakinyĩrĩrwo, nĩcio twĩtaga 5,000 witnesses, arĩa marerete gũkũ, amwe nĩo mwĩtaga ngomi, ũgakora atĩ bado ngomi ĩrĩa ũrenda, wau wauga wĩ wa ngomi, ngomi cia gũkũ thĩ, ngomi nĩcio cikaraga gũkũ thĩ tĩri-inĩ, okay? Ũgakora we wenda cia ngomi mũno, cia gũkũ thĩ mũno, cia gũkũ rĩera-inĩ cigakũra, gũkũ wagu makoragwo, mũkorano na agu. No kauga wega mũno atĩ tũkũranwo ta igũrũ na thĩ, mũkoranwo ta igũrũ na thĩ, okay? Mũkoragwo ta kĩ, ta ngomi na kĩ? Nĩ amarerete gũkũ igũrũ, gũkũ kwĩ nderi, nderi nĩ gũ-float, nĩ gũ-float, ona ũngĩthi gatarũ nĩ kũrera kareraga maĩ igũrũ. Nyoni nĩ nderi, nĩ kũrera ĩrerete maĩ igũrũ. Rĩera rĩrĩ, na nĩkĩo wekaga guoko ũguo, weka guoko ũguo ũkaigua hena kĩndũ, kĩu ũrahũra, kĩu ũreta rũhuho, rĩera rĩu rĩhana maĩ, no ta maĩ, nĩ kũrera. Okay, koguo kanyoni karerete maĩ igũrũ, na nĩ karĩ njĩra konaga, nyoni nĩ ĩrĩ njĩra, nyoni ndĩgeraga kũndũ guothe, nĩ kũrĩ njĩra kũrĩa. Nyoni andũ ũkaga ĩkahũra kona ũguo, ona no ĩhũre kona ĩhĩngĩce wengĩ, ĩremwo nĩ kũhũra roundabout. Anyway, o ta ũrĩa gũkũ gwĩ kũndũ ũtangĩgĩthiĩ gũtubĩra nĩ ũgũtwarwo nĩ makũmbĩ, ona gũkũ igũrũ nĩguo kũrĩ, no ti makũmbĩ maĩ ũrona atĩ huho ta ici, tũtikwaria cia huho. Ngamwendera huho njega, na ngamwendera huho njega, na tukiuge nĩ Ngai. Si ni sawa? Ndĩnduona ndũmĩrĩri nĩ yahinga nĩ andũ 10, nĩ kenda mũiyũru, ti gũthũkia, tũkũrengera hau he kenda mũiyũru. Kana 10, kana twauna